So death benefit nominations and death benefit planning. There's a lot of deeds out there that are really, really deficient in this regard, and the courts are knocking back death benefit nominations, binding death benefit nominations, and saying they're not binding because they're not meeting the specific requirements in the deed. And there's a lot of deeds out there that really require you to pat your tummy and rub your head, or rub your tummy and pat your head at the same time, and go through this really convoluted process. And if you don't do that, well, the courts knock it out. And it can be pages and pages of work that's got to be done to comply with some of these deeds. What we've found though is there's many accountants and super fund administrators, they've got to use a certain type of deed because that fits in with the software, and they want all their clients to have a uniform deed to make their life easier. So what Merthyr Law's developed is a death benefit deed, and so instead of actually replacing all the terms, what that deed does is it complements the existing deed. What it says is it takes out all the death benefit planning provisions from an existing deed and replaces those provisions with these specific death benefit provisions. And it says if you're going to do a general deed upgrade, well, specific wording has to be used to change these death benefit provisions. So those death benefit provisions have Merthyr Law's planning there, which includes quite a simple process for doing a binding death benefit nomination, not requiring the trustee's consent and trustee's approval for that. It also allows for a beneficiary to have the option within a certain period after the member's death to disclaim that benefit. And where they might want to do that, for example, is if it was going to lead for a bad tax or estate planning result. That's not a trustee discretion level, that's a member discretion level. So they can disclaim that, goes back to the trustee's discretion, and the member would disclaim it if they're pretty confident the trustee is going to exercise that discretion in their favour, I'd imagine. Our death benefits deed has also got this really nifty feature which can lead to massive savings in potential death benefits tax. And so by this, in the schedule to the deed, we allow certain persons, whether it's a member's attorney or other nominated persons, they can give notice to the trustee or other, the solicitor or the financial planner or whoever's that recipient. They can give notice to withdraw a member's benefits, of course providing the member's met a condition of release. And where they'd do that is if they were fairly certain that the member was going to die imminently, and so by serving that notice is deemed that those members' benefits are taken out of the super environment and in the member's own name. And the consequence of that is that because it's in the member's name, that death benefits tax doesn't apply anymore. Death benefits tax is only if someone's died and you're getting super benefits out after someone's died. Whilst they're still alive, there's no tax on that. And that's becoming quite important now because there's only a certain amount that you can pay to a surviving spouse as a pension and keep in that super environment. So it's pretty important that we've got some good death benefit planning strategies. And also the effect of it is the way it's been drafted is it doesn't matter even if we haven't cash flowed the transfer of shares and cash and investments, even if that hasn't landed in the member's name yet. The way we've drafted this deed, it's sufficient. So the member is now the owner of those benefits. So we've effectively and legally taken it out of that super environment.